So let's come to this. We're making unboxing content. And this one's really going to be geared towards the beginners, because chances are if you're just getting into the sport, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on just a few things. You probably want to have more options. Now you can go on to YouTube or wherever else and have a bunch of people tell you what you should grab. I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm not going to tell you you need to go a specific route. I don't have any allegiances to any specific brands, so I'm trying out some new stuff this year. Not only am I trying out new things, I'm also going to go the budget route. So keeping the budget thing in mind, I'm going to show you some things I grabbed recently, both in person as well as online. So first up, we got a Walmart order. I was in the Walmart, I went there in person, and I was browsing through the fishing section, which is mandatory for me when I go there. So first up, we got an Ozark Trail 3/16 ounce rattle lure. So that's going to be your standard lipless crankbait type of situation. It's a little bit more compact than a lot of the lipless crankbaits I already own. So I grabbed it just because it's a little bit different both in size as well as the color scheme. I don't have much in this color, so I went ahead and grabbed it as a result of knowing I don't have many things that look like this already in the tackle box. According to the sticker, we're featuring genuine eagle claw hooks, so that's always good to know. Also grabbed a 5th ounce minnow. It's basically just a shallow diving jerkbait. I don't think it suspends. It's got some rattles in there though, also with the eagle claw hook sticker on here. Both of these lures that I bought, as well as most of the other stuff that they have under the Ozark Trail brand, will come with a little info sheet, or a tip sheet is what they call it, which will kind of show you and explain to you what you bought, as well as we've got a knot as well as the specifications of the lure that you have here in your hand. Now it's not uncommon when you're at the Walmart to see on that bottom shelf assorted boxes of discounted lures, normally hard baits, but sometimes some spinners, some buzz baits, some jigs, all that kind of stuff. But what caught my attention the other day was a box of Cottoncordell branded hard lures. So I was looking at those, the price was right, I grabbed a bunch of stuff. So we got all kinds of Cottoncordell stuff. Now all this stuff was priced at $224. So anything that was in that box was $224. Rang it up, it came up as $224. I got two things in this bluegill pattern. We got a little square bill, I think is going to go to about 3 to 5 feet depending on your retrieve style. Also got a jerkbait, I believe it's a floating jerkbait style. Same pattern, figured might as well give it a shot. A lot of the places I go to, the bluegills are going to be some of the primary forage fish for the largemouth, so I figured it'd be worth a shot. So we got both of these ready to go for this year. Also with the jerkbait thing going in mind, we got what's called an avocado shad. Again, the floating jerkbait style. Looks pretty neat. I got nothing that looks like this right now, so we picked that up as well. Grabbed a couple lipless crankbaits. They had a bunch there, but these two colors I don't have in any of my other brands that I currently own. So we got what is called a citrus, which is basically like a citrus shad style here. And then we've also got a wounded tiger shad. So it's kind of like a shad, like bait fish, as well as a fire tiger, and it's got those little red marks on there to signify the whole wounded thing. So we're kind of blending a lot of color schemes all in one. So I thought that was pretty neat. We go ahead and pick it up. And then my last Cottoncordell selection, it's called the grappler shad, and this is the fancy shad colorway. Now this has the whole like kind of deep diving, but it's also slim style. I think the walleye folks are into this type of style, but I'm going to give it a shot regardless. Now one thing I'll notice that I'll see here, and you can probably see it as well, it's got the eye hole cut there in the side of the crankbait on both sides. Now they stuck a little 3D eye in there, but the 3D eye itself is not as wide as the cut that they put in there, so there's a little bit of free space around the eye. Hopefully y'all can see it. I don't really think it matters. It's just kind of a little detail. I'm not too worried about it. But maybe that's something that you'll be more likely to see on the budget lures. The attention to detail probably won't be there. That's expected. That's fine. It's not going to bug me. I don't think the fish are going to care. So we're just going to roll with it. So we're breaking down the price-wise. So just taking a look at all this stuff I grabbed the other day at the Walmart. The Ozark Trail stuff was $197 a piece. So both of these are $197. And the Cottoncordell stuff, as I mentioned earlier, $224. So all this comes out to be a little less than 20 bucks. You add your taxes in and all that kind of stuff. So more or less, 20 bucks got me this, and I'm happy about it. Probably won't have to do much stuff. I might switch out some hooks on the Cottoncordell stuff because I don't know what's on there. They didn't put a sticker on there, so I don't know what's really going on with the hardware. I'm probably going to upsize some hooks, and that's fine. I've got some spares. That's not a problem. We got 8 hard lures under 20 bucks. That's not too bad. I also made an online order this past week from Academy. Never ordered from Academy before. We don't have one nearby, so I've never even been in one. However, Academy has their own in-house brand that's called H2O Express. Never used their stuff before. So I looked online to see what they had available, and I got some stuff. Let's check it out. So here's what we got first. It's a Crank S. Now all the H2O Express stuff says on the box that it's manufactured and distributed exclusively for Academy Sports and Outdoors. So this is just a standard square bill. Color is called Southern Bluegill. Dives to 2 to 4 feet. I'm a big fan of square bills. I'm a big fan of bluegill patterns. Had to pick this up. That's what we did. Also grabbed a flat-sided crankbait. I wanted to get a couple colors because I don't have any flat-sided crankbaits right now. This was the only thing that was in stock when I was looking. It's called Bad Shad, your standard kind of bait fish pattern. It should work just fine here. 3 to 5 feet depth. I'm excited to use it. Now, of course, spring's coming up. That means you got to have your lipless crankbaits ready. You also got to have your red crankbaits ready. So I grabbed a model 3/8, which is for 3/8 ounce LCR. We got the Ghost Crawl pattern, which is kind of like a translucent red with an orange belly there. Should be a winner. We're going to get that out there. We're going to snag that up probably real quick, but until we do that, hopefully we can get some bites on it. Alright, so we had to get some top waters because top water is always fun. They have this thing, it's called the double plop. Apparently, so we got 2 little plastic wings on there. When you cast it out, they fold up, but when you start retrieving, they stretch on out, and then they start spinning back there to turn the water up. This was the only color that they had in stock, the old baby bass. Pretty standard color. Looks pretty neat. I probably would have got a different color, but this is the only one they had, so we'll see how it works. Streamlined body for long casts, a subtle surface disruption on the retrieve. Should be neat. I'm always down for the topwater bite, so we're going to bust this out this year, see what we can find out. We got a floating jerk shad is what it's called. Didn't have a whole lot of colors available in this model. They had the crackle. I figure looks good enough. I don't know. It's a pretty stock standard kind of bait fish thing going on. It's got some shine on it as well, so it's probably going to be good for those sunny days when you want to get some good reflection, especially in dirty water like we have around here. Now I got 3 of what they're calling the ultimate jerk shad. So it's got a little bit of a slimmer, longer body profile. Now, just like with the floating jerk shad, I got this in the crackle color. So it's the same thing. The lip's a little bit smaller. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get a different presentation out of this just because it's a different style. Also has 3 hooks on it compared to the 2 that the floating jerk shad has. But similar to the floating jerk shad, it has 3 to 5 here on the back. I'm not quite sure. I feel like it probably can go a little bit deeper than that depending on your line size and other things. But I got that one. We also got a hickory shad type of pattern, which has like that standard bait fish thing going on. Probably looks good in some clear water. I don't have much clear water around here, but if I ever get lost and end up somewhere with some clear water, this will probably be one of the go-tos. Then to round off the lineup, we got the chartreuse shad. A little bit different look than the other 2 I got, just because it is that much brighter yellow, of course. Same setup, 3 treble hooks, 3 to 5 foot depth, supposedly, if you believe the box. So again, 3 of these suckers. Hopefully we can get bit on at least one. We'll figure it out here soon enough. Worth noting as well, we've got the VMC logo at the bottom, so I'm guessing that means that everything is coming stock with the VMC hooks. Chances are we're not going to need to swap them out. So taking a look at the final layout here, we got 8 hard lures shipped to the house with free shipping. If you create an account or at least give them your email on Academy, they'll set you up with free shipping for orders over $25, I believe. So all this stuff got sent to me. I spent $45.10. Not too bad. Hopefully I don't lose them too quick. If they get bit and they get bit well, I'm going to feel as though that money's well spent. So there we go, folks. We're out here balling on a budget in 2021. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. Have any comments, concerns, or feedback, let me know below. Otherwise, I'll see y'all soon.